Please come around. There's a lot of space here in the enclosure, so please join us. Welcome to UP's Student Gallery. I'm glad you found it. For those of you who are here for the first time, may it not be the last. I'm really very happy to see all of you here. And it is my honor to introduce our speaker, who will introduce the artist and discuss his work, our colleague from the University of Johannesburg, Gordon Froud. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being a friend to our department. Over to you. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome. It's really heartwarming to see such a huge crowd of people here. And while we're mostly here to talk about the work, to me this work and the man is about love. This entire room is filled with people who love this incredible artist. People who've come all the way from White River, from Johannesburg, other sorts of far-flung places and what have you, as a tribute to this incredible artist, but not only as an artist, but as somebody who's touched the lives of so many of us over the last 50-odd years. As a young student, encountering Carl's work for the first time and thinking, my God, if only we could draw like that, kind of the voice of an angel in charcoal kind of thing. And then getting to know him and becoming friends over the last many years, you know, and testament to the kind of man that he is. Every year on my birthday, he phones me. So happy birthday, how are you doing? Hope you're going to have a great year. And he probably does that to many of the people in this room. So that kind of care that he shows for the people around him is the kind of care that goes into the making of his work. Carl is somebody who draws imaginatively. He doesn't just render things. He's a very good renderer. Any of you who've seen his sex book that he did with Dr. Paul many years ago, he knows how to draw realistically. But more importantly, he draws imaginatively. He draws things that don't actually exist in such a convincing way that we think we've been there. We kind of identify, we say, I'm sure I know this kind of place. But in actual fact, all of this comes from his imagination. Those of you who have read his artist statement will also see that he's a man who does research. He's interested in everything around him, from the human condition to the plight of the planet, to ancient history, to land art events, the great land artists from the 1960s particularly, that influenced his work. And those are the kind of things that make for a very full-rounded, rich artistic career. When we look at the body of work, it's about scarification. It's about the traces left by man on the planet. It's also about how those traces eventually erode and fall down, but yet new things grow up in their place. So it's not a dismal picture of the planet that's going to implode and we're all going to die. It's more like, it was time, the passage of time. Something has happened, something has been there for a little while, and now something else is going to take over and grow and manifest itself in that kind of way. Carl is a keen scholar of history, so you'll see things that relate back to Greek kind of columns and to Stonehenge type places and settlements throughout the world. And he's done a study of these kind of things to familiarize himself with it. And some of you might have noticed he's unveiled some of the secrets of how things like the pyramids were built. His little work called Liftoff. You can see it started from the top and worked down. You know? And so he captured that in our imagination. In a similar kind of way as the other great drawing artist, Ian Victor, who did a series a while ago about the destruction of our major kind of iconic buildings, Canal Walk in Cape Town, the Voortrekker Monument and what have you. Carl has in one of his works taken on the Castle of Good Hope. And you can see it's not in the condition that it is in today, but it's perhaps, some would say, much improved in a way. Carl's way of working is to look very acutely at the world around him. On a daily walk or when he's climbing up a mountain or something, to be observing and seeing those little moments. And those things get almost taken as a thumbnail and stored in the back of his mind. And as he is unpacking and thinking and listening to wonderfully loud music, these things come out and they start manifesting themselves as drawings. They start becoming a different way of imagining the world around them, reimagining the things that we are familiar with already. For me as a sculptor, one of the very exciting things is to move into the three-dimensional, because Carl actually draws like a sculptor. He has an understanding of form and shape and tone and light and how these things activate. And now to actually take them into full activations as 3D, and then saying, oh, but that's not enough because now we've got to draw on them as well. So it takes it full circle back to the point of origin. So an incredibly full, rich, and round exhibition that just talks about so much depth. I'm afraid to say I think I've just bought your 10th work for my collection. So only a little one because I don't have space, as you know. But fantastic again to see this work and to show it in such an awesome kind of space. I'm very glad for the university that this is a malleable kind of space with walls and things, because if it were one big row around there, it would have looked a little bit kind of dull. But I think you've managed to fill the space in an incredible way. It's not overhung, but it's very nicely full of richness. And I think it's the kind of show that people will come back to. I can imagine students coming back in their lunch hour just to come and have a look at one or two little moments. And no doubt Diane will be pushing them with a big stick to come and say, come and see, this is what you do with charcoal. This is what you do with pencil. You know, don't have to illustrate. In conclusion, Carl, my friend, what a wonderful exhibition. What a wonderful testament to you with so many people who are here. And thank you so much for enriching our lives with the way that you operate in our world. We are richer for knowing you. So thank you.
Thank you so much, Gordon. If I can just say a few words. There are many people I need to thank. I'd just like to thank the indefatigable Gordon for those much too kind words. I really appreciate you doing this for me. And of course, the exhibition wouldn't have taken place if it wasn't that I was in precisely the right place at the right time. While I was in a conversation with at another exhibition on this campus, I happened to mention that I was considering my options about where to have my next exhibition. Rather indignantly, Professor Lisa Creel said, "What's wrong with our gallery?" So here we are. Thank you, Lisa, for having the confidence in me that I could fill this massive space. I also want to thank my Arcadia figure drawing group for being so patient with me. I had to stop drawing sessions while I was nose to the grindstone these past few months, but we'll be back at the Scout Hall soon. Thank you, everyone. I really appreciate that you all have given up your Saturday morning to be here, some of you from different provinces. And I can see faces from Mpumalanga, Limpopo, Northwest, from all over Gauteng. And I was surprised by my son coming from all the way from Cape Town this morning. Thank you for being here to share this lovely day with me. And thank you, Bernie Clark, and your team for your magnificent framing work. And thank you, Carla Prince, for putting me on Facebook and Instagram. To Rupert De Beer for photographing the work, and to Johnny De Beer for putting the show on art.co.za. Also, lots of thanks to the gallery manager Zita Orania for all the hard work with the admin, and to all the interns who do all the heavy lifting, to the amazing Charlie for helping me hang all of this, and to Esty and Azrin for drawing the labyrinth in the courtyard. You've got to go walk the labyrinth. And also to Laura and Rebecca for serving the drinks. There are so many more people I'd like to thank. I saw Debbie here a little bit earlier from the little company of Mary. Thank you to you and your radiation team for keeping me alive long enough. But I'll talk to you individually. And lastly, I'd like to thank Lynn, my super tolerant wife of more than 50 years. thank you for being so patient with me and for putting up with my absent-mindedness while I worked on this show. Enough from me. Enjoy this show and this beautiful day. Thank you for coming.
Hey, how are you?
You also think I bring more.
I think the boring stuff.
Oh, excuse me.
Trying to decipher.
And?
I've got this word which I'm struggling with. If something is.
Just shooting a little video, I'm going to catch you myself.
I can promise you it's not the poster.